Good afternoon, class. This is Professor Maloney, and in this video, I'm going to be presenting you with an overview of the platform you will be using to do 98% of your class work. Okay, we use Cengage, and their platform. Cengage is the publisher, and their platform is called MindTap. And on MindTap, I have 5 exams for you guys. I have 17 lessons for you guys. I have 9 projects, and I have 5 quizzes. And those items comprise 98% of your class grade. You must get your access code, your MindTap access code, by the end of the first week. Well, you need to get it really by the second class day, which is February 17th, Thursday the 17th. But you must pay for it within a week. Okay, this money does not go to Professor Maloney. I'm just using their site, like many other professors here at Miami-Dade College and many colleges and universities throughout the country use Cengage MindTap. Many colleges and universities use McGraw-Hill SimNet, and many use Pearson MyLab IT. Excuse me, that's my wonderful coffee. So anyway, I'm going to demonstrate how to do this in class. But one thing about my classes, my MDC Live classes, I actually create new videos for every class. So these I have 2 videos for you guys already that were literally made. Well, this one is made this afternoon, the afternoon of your first class, the 15th of February. The other one, my class overview, I made this past weekend. So it was made on the 13th, the 12th, or the 14th, somewhere in there for you guys, okay? And I'm going to be making about 8 or 10 other videos during the course of the term, all righty? So let's not show Professor Maloney anymore. Let's show where I want you to go. You know what, before I do that, let me verify that I am recording. I like to do this every time I do. So it says stop recording, which means I am recording. No, I'm not sharing yet, actually. Let me share. And share. All right, now that means I'm sharing, so everything is good. I'll hide that. All right, so I'll go into our class content, and I'm going to go into this content with your view, your preview. So this mode here is exactly what you see, all right? I've already given a class overview where I talk about the home page, where I talk about the MDC library link, where I talk about MDC tutoring, where I talk about my syllabus and schedule of activities, where I talk about student start here and purchasing the MindTap access code and my required live Collaborate Ultra sessions, where you guys come to class every Tuesday and every Thursday from 6:20 p.m. until, let's see, when is it? 6:20 p.m. until 8:10 p.m. is class, the required class. And then 8:20 p.m. until 9 is an optional office hour session. Office hours, really 40 minutes, but I call them office hours. So basically you're in class from 6:20 p.m. until 9 p.m., which is what your syllabus says. But I do give 40 minutes of it, the last 40 minutes of it, as an optional office hour session. So if you don't need to attend that, or you don't want to attend that, you don't need to be there. I do encourage anyone who has questions about the class, any questions about their performance in the class, etc., to go ahead and attend those sessions, at least periodically. Okay, so like I said, and I'm going to be playing the class overview video this evening, meaning again the 15th. And I may play this one in class, or I may delay this one until Thursday, but I'll be talking about this and demonstrating it anyway. All right. Okay. So let me show you where it all begins. So there is a student start here link, and there's a purchase MindTap access code link. Both of these do the same thing in terms of, you need to have this access code to be able to go to MindTap, which is where this thing brings you. But also my syllabus shows you where you can, it has the same information on the access code, where to get it. So I'm going to use this one today since I talked about my syllabus in my class overview. So I'm going to click Purchase MindTap Access Code. Remember, I'm in your preview. This is what you would see, okay? So this will pop up right here. And it says, you will need to purchase a Cengage MindTap access code for this course, and you must purchase this access code before the end of the first week of class. Okay? Or I reserve the right to drop you. That's not to be mean, but it is imperative that you get your access code by the end of week 1, because this is a short, mini-term class. It's a 10-week class. So at the end of week 1, it's already down to 9 weeks. A normal class, for this particular CGS1060 class is 16 weeks. So basically you're 6 or 7 weeks less, depending on if you count the first week as a real week. Okay. So anyway, you must buy it right away. And when you buy it, you must use your mymdc.net email address to use as the email for your account. Okay. All right. Now, how do you get there? Well, this link right here will bring you to the Homestead Bookstore. So I'll click it. Okay. So you click that link the way I just did, and it brings you right here. And this is the cost of this access code. It's my class, and it's Microsoft Office 365 and Word 2019. Technically, it's Word, it's Excel, it's Access, and it's PowerPoint 2019. It's really Office 365 Pro Plus, just to let you know. But anyway, so you can buy it from here. Now, if you buy it from the website, okay, meaning I already have the class up, so you just have to put that in your cart and go and buy it. But remember, or not remember because I haven't told you yet, but what will happen is you will not get immediate access to this access code, okay? You only get immediate access if you physically walk to the Homestead Campus bookstore, meaning drive to campus or take a bus to campus, the Homestead Campus, and then go over to the bookstore, okay? And then buy your access code for more or less this amount of money, and they will then give it to you, okay, right away. If you buy it from this website here, they will send you an email after you buy it, after you pay for it, okay? And the email will tell you that you will get your access code. Probably it tells you within 24 hours, but normally you get it within a few hours. So it's up to you which way you do it. You can buy it here, or you can, again, also get it from the Homestead Campus bookstore. All righty? So that's all I wanted to show you on this thing here. And I said the same thing in the class overview video. So now I shall get out of that one and go to Student Start Here. So now in this Student Start Here, this is where you're going to be going every day. Every day. So it says, so you click Students Start Here, okay, from our class in Blackboard, CGS1060C-2223-14866. The 14866 is the reference number for this class. 2223 is just our way of saying spring term of year 2022. Okay. All right. Now, so I'll click with your view, but mine doesn't work as good with your view because I'm a professor, so I already have a different view, and it sort of gets confused because I do it from my computer. But anyway, it'll still get us there, and it'll just be slightly more, not as right as what you'll see on your computer when you do it. But in any event, it'll say something went wrong, but that's only on mine because, again, I'm coming in as a student and they know I'm not a student. Okay, I'll accept that. Now here it tells you the book, and yours will come exactly to this page. Okay, welcome to Cengage. Your instructor has selected the following materials for your course, and it'll show a picture of the cover of the book. And by the way, you're not buying the physical book, you're paying for an e-book, E standing for electronic book. Okay, and I'll show you where that is when I get over to the MindTap site. So what you do is, remember, first you get that access code. Okay, you get the access code from the Homestead Campus bookstore or from the Homestead Campus bookstore website. This was the website. I just opened it up by clicking that other link, and here it is. Okay, I don't need this page anymore, but you can go through there if you want to. Alternatively, you can, again, just go over to the Homestead Campus bookstore, and they'll physically give you the access code when you pay for it. All right, but it has to be done by Thursday of week 1, and then it must be paid for sure by the end of week 1. All right, now, so where they just sent me though, let's see where I am. Okay, right here. So if you have your access code, you see what happens? It says enter your access code now if you have one. So where are you going to put it? Well, you click here, right? It's a link. So you click there. I can't click it because I don't have a link. I don't have the access code, but you'll click here, and then it's going to ask you whether you have an account with Cengage, or it's going to have you create an account. Okay? It's very, very easy. You just click there, and then you follow the prompts. But one prompt is going to have you enter your access code. Now, if by Thursday, and please pay close attention, if by this Thursday, February 17th, you do not have your access code, you must click this continue button. Okay, I can click this one because I'm not going to buy anything. But if you click continue, it'll now give you some options if you want to buy it electronically or online, if you will, but from Cengage. Now, again, mine is different than yours because mine shows all my 4 classes. I have 4 of these intro classes. Then I got an advanced desktop class and an operating systems class with MDC online. But you guys only have to worry about my one class, and that's this top one. You won't have 3 check marks down here with different classes. Yours will only have this one. It'll tell you it's 8610, okay? And then you scroll down, and it'll tell you, again, yours will say 8610. This is if you're buying it from the Cengage site. And there's your buy now, okay? But it also says the temporary access period for this product has expired. So in other words, they're telling us that you cannot have a 7-day free trial, okay? That's probably because the term officially begins in January. So you guys definitely need to pay for it by the end of the first week, or you'll be buried in this class because there's so much going on, all right? Over here, this one here is more expensive. It's a 4-month, what's called unlimited access. It's called Cengage Unlimited, but I don't think it would be appropriate for you guys, for me to talk about this one for you guys now, because if it was appropriate, you'd have to have at least 2 other, well, at least one other Cengage-based class, and then you split the 120 in effect, 120, right, basically. So that's 60 versus not that, but this, 86. So if you had 2 classes, they're each 60 bucks. If you had 3, divide 120 into 3, it's now down to 40 bucks per class, okay? Because every class at Cengage with the ebooks is the same, all righty? All right, now, because I can't go any further, I'm going to leave that site and go out, and then I'll go into it with my access, okay? But mine's exactly the same as yours. So now I'm going to, I think I just got out of my, yeah, I got out of mine. So now I get out of exit preview so that I have mine, but yours and mine are exactly the same. Watch when I click student start here. See, I still have students click here to do your homework every day. Exactly the same wording I put in yours is in mine. The only difference is now I'm not in a student preview. So when I click here, it's carrying me over as the professor. So then it knows where to bring me, okay? Again, yours will know where to bring you when you get your access code and you register at that site that I just showed you, okay? So this is the class. This is our class. Now, what happens from here is I want to just show you what you're going to be having to do. I said 98% of your class grade comes from here. All right, let me just show you which things are done first. And by the way, remember, there is a class overview video. I'm playing that video tonight meaning February 15th in class, but it shows you every one of the things that I'm going to be mentioning here. Okay, so in other words, you can see the dates that every assignment is available from until the due date for those assignments in my syllabus. And really, it's a schedule of activities at the end of the syllabus. And of course, you can also come here to look at it. So if you're on this site, here's where you start. You officially don't have to read the welcome to your course. Now, I'm not saying not to, obviously, but the first graded assignments are in Technology for Success, Computer Concepts. All right, so I'm going to click this link. I could also click the down arrow here, but they do the same thing. So I'll click it, and now it opens everything up. Okay, I want you to do this pre-assessment. It's practice. It just tells us meaning Miami-Dade College faculty and Miami-Dade College in general, how many or how much you know about Windows 10 and Microsoft Word, Excel, Access, and PowerPoint before you begin the class. That's all. See, check your knowledge before you begin the course. That's all it's going to do. Oops, sorry, I didn't want to click it, but you can click it and take it. It doesn't really matter what grade you get, because what I want you to do is just do what you know based on your knowledge at this point. But still, so in Technology for Success, again, you click it, okay? Then you go down and you only have to do Module 1, Module 2, Module 3, Module 4, and Module 5. So modules 12, 13, 14, you don't need to touch them, but you might want to, right? If you're a good student, you're reading ahead and you're wanting to learn more, click on 12, 13, and 14 to learn about those things, okay? You also do not need to click in the news. There's two in the news. In the news, The Verge Tech, and in the news, Tech News World. But you must absolutely do Module 1, Module 2, Module 3, Module 4, and Module 5. And specifically what you're doing in those 5 modules is what I'm going to show you now. So if I click on Module 1, or again, I can click the down arrow, but they both do the same thing. It's the same link. I'll just click the link this way again, okay? Now, every link that you now see is going to help you get ready for the quiz, which is after all these links. So as an example, if you click Module 1, Introduction and Lesson Objective, it's only going to have a little bit of a few sentences or a paragraph or whatever on what this class is all about, okay? So Fatima Akhtar is finishing her degree in social media marketing. During her time at school, she has learned about how to use technology for productivity and specifically how to use technology in social media marketing. Fatima recently visited her school's Career Counseling Center and received a list of tips to use technology to find an entry-level job in her field. She will use the technology with which she is familiar to search for openings, research the companies, schedule and keep track of interviews, and create a professional online presence, okay? So that's basically what this module is about. So here, explain the evolution of society's reliance on technology, develop personal uses for technology to help with productivity, learning, and future growth, and explain the role of technology in the professional world. Again, that's what this is telling you. So you read it. So it's one little page, okay? One little page. Then you can just click this X here, not the top right X. That would shut everything down. But this little X, which is underneath, in my case, where it has my name, all right? But I'm going to click that X, okay? Now I'm back over here. So then I can click Concept Video, explore the impact of virtual reality. And by the way, reading that is not graded. Doing this is not graded. None of these are graded until the one I show you in a few more minutes. So, but I can click here, and obviously you see it's a video, all right? But this video is also short. There's not a whole lot of details in here. You know, in other words, it's giving you a little, I'm going to call it about a 1-hour overview, and then you do your quiz, and you get to do each quiz twice, and the highest grade counts. All right, so I'm going to click Start to play the video. Now it's saying it's a task. Basically, all you do is click the button. It's 2 minutes and 45 seconds. I'll play maybe 1 minute of it.
Describe virtual reality. When you want to get lost in another world, virtual reality can transport you to a German castle during the Middle Ages. But it can also be a valuable tool for getting work done. For example, instead of flat photos or drawings, a scenic designer can provide a more realistic simulation of a stage set. Virtual reality, or VR, uses computer technology to simulate a three-dimensional environment that you can explore and interact with. VR training goes back to the 1970s, when computer flight simulation software was developed to help train pilots. Today, users can wear virtual reality headsets equipped with motion sensors and head tracking technology. By simply moving your head, you see a 360-degree view of your virtual surroundings. Reality technologies are quickly becoming an essential tool in industries such as manufacturing, healthcare, tourism, education, and retail.
Okay, that's 1 minute. I'm stopping it. Okay, so it's 2 minutes and 45 seconds. And again, then I'm going to click this lower right X, not the top right X. Okay, So let's just say now I've done both of those things. And do you notice they had like a definition or two in that video? One was on, it was on VR, or virtual reality. So when you see definitions, I'd suggest you write them down, because you can use anything you want to use on the quiz to help you. But bottom line is nothing is too hard, okay? Now, next one, reading explains society's reliance on technology. So obviously this one, it's similar to the video in that here's virtual reality. But see all these links here? If I click the link, it's just going to show me a definition. If I click this link, same thing, okay? So it's not taking you away, but it's good for you to have in your head, okay, AR, or augmented reality, is a type of VR, virtual reality, that uses an image of an actual place or thing and adds digital information to it, just so that you can pick it out of quizzes, okay? Because, by the way, in this class, there are nothing after these 5 computer concepts quizzes, nothing else will involve multiple choice quizzes or true false quizzes. Okay, everything else you're going to be using your computer in an interactive fashion, where, like as an example, in the Windows 10 portion of the class, which comes after computer concepts, you're going to be dealing with how do you shut down a Windows computer, right? So like here you come in, I'm on Windows 11 though, not 10, so it's a little bit different. But if I want to shut down, I click on this power button here, and then there's a sleep, a shutdown, a restart. So you'll be tested on how you can do the right clicks, okay? And that's going to be the same for Windows 10, then for Word, then for Excel, then for Access, and then for PowerPoint. All right. But anyway, so in terms of how many pages there are, I don't think it's many, probably not more than 5 or 6 for any given link. You see here, it's like maybe 3 paragraphs or 2 paragraphs, but that's all. Then it's this. So you can just keep going down. And then once you're done, actually that is it. There's nothing else to the right. So it's 2 or 3 screenshots is what it was, but I'll get out of that one now. Okay. So then this one, and I'm not going to click anymore, but you, in my opinion, you should click every one. So what do? You're in technology. Let me collapse it all again. So you come over to the site. You're in Technology for Success. That's your first one. So you don't worry about welcome to your course. You click here. Then you should do the pre-assessment. I won't make you do it, but please do it. All it does is it's used for statistical gathering, so that at the end of the term, we can compare the scores of Homestead students against the Kendall students, against the West Campus students, against the North Campus students, the Wolfson Campus, the Hialeah Campus, the Padrone Campus, and MDC Online Campus, okay? But anyway, so Module 1 is what you have to click. You don't need to do Getting Started. You don't need to do In the News. You don't need to do Modules 12, 13, or 14, and you don't need to do the second In the News. You have to do Module 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5, but all you have to officially do in each. So I click Module 1 again. This is the one I read the little opening description. And then this is the video I played 1 minute out of 2 minutes 45. And then this one I didn't, or I think maybe, I clicked it one more time, and then I showed it was like 2 pages. And then there's other things though. But if it says practice or it just says reading, it doesn't matter. None of these are graded, okay? All right, but you'll see there's 7 or 8 links. And then there's a review, and the review says view 3 activities. So I would go through them. So Module 1 review questions. Module 1 discussion questions, Module 1 critical thinking. You do not need to submit anything. So when it shows points, it's just practice for you, okay? But down here, this one is called Module 1 Computer Concepts Quiz by Professor Maloney, it's me. And this one is due on February 28th at 11:59 p.m. And it's got an orange filled in bubble. That means it's graded, okay? So you go down to the bottom of the links, and you notice it says you can take this quiz 2 times and the highest score counts. All right, 2 times, highest score counts. Now, you may think it's easy, but let me tell you, there might be 50 or 60 or even 70 questions in a quiz. So please read these things, okay? Jot down notes, okay? Oh, and here's the ebook I'm way over here on the right now. Let me actually open the ebook for a moment. So I'll click on the ebook, and you see it'll then open up, and it shows this. I don't want to be clicking this way, but there's a table of contents. So if I click table of contents, you see where it's showing. So here's Technology for Success, okay? So all these things here are what you have to do. You have to do, there's a module 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5 quiz is what you have to do. All right, so you just click around on what you have to do. You don't have to do, remember, 14, you don't have to do 13, you don't have to do 12. Officially, you don't need to do any of these others, but you have to do modules 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. So if you want to get information on it, like if you want to click on software and app here, just because it's module 5, click on it and see what it says. It's module 5. And then you can click from left to right, you know, depending on what it is. And then you see the scroll bar may get longer on some of these. This module tells you blah, blah, blah. Okay. Anything that has a link, remember, will tell you a definition of whatever it is. Like here, application software. If I click it, it's just a 1 sentence, well, in this case, a 2 sentence little blip. Application software, programs that help you perform specific tasks when using your computer or smartphone. They are also called software applications or apps, right? So same thing. My point is, so here's your ebook if you want to use it, and you should use it, okay? It'll help you. Okay, anyway, so that's the module 1 quiz. It's due February 28th, but all the others are due February 28th. Remember, you can skip in the news. So go to module 2, the web. Go down. You'll see it's due the same time. Module 2 quiz, February 28th, due at 11:59 p.m. on the 28th. So they're already available. Class starts tonight, the 15th. So you have from the 15th to the 28th, exactly 2 weeks to finish these 5 quizzes. Now, even though I said these quizzes are lengthy, they're also the least valued things in this class in terms of importance. Each quiz is worth 1% of your final class grade. So all 5 quizzes, here's the module 3 quiz. Again, you have to read these links first, watch the videos, see the same thing, module 3 quiz, due the 28th. Module 4 quiz, going to also be due the 28th. Okay. Module 5 quiz, the last one you have to do, also due February 28th. All right. Once you're finished with that, and each one is 2 times. So you can do them 2 times, whichever is the highest score counts. But once you're done with those 5, that's it for that particular section. All right. Now, you might say, wow, that's not much for 2 weeks out of the class. All right. So let me also then go to the next stuff. So every time I want to collapse everything, I normally just hit it would say collapse all, like right now, see collapse all. And if you click it, then it expands all. So if you or closes it, so if you want to then see everything, you click the expand all. But again, you just click these links. All right. So technology for success, computer concepts, that's 5% of your class grade. That's right here. Then operating systems. Okay. Now here, orange filled in bubble means you must do it, counts towards grade. It's due February 22nd. You might say, oh, sorry, it unlocks February 22nd, meaning it unlocks next Tuesday. Next Tuesday. And when I have things unlocked that are not exams, they unlock at 12 a.m. and everything is due at 11:59 p.m. except exams. You must take exams only during class. So you notice this thing unlocks March 1 at 6:30 p.m. Let me click on my calendar. March 1 is this date right here. It's a Tuesday, which means it's a class day, and your class starts at 6:20. That means I'll be talking for 5 or 10 minutes, and then the exam's available, and you must submit it by the end of the what time I give you for the exam. In this case, 70 minutes. So if you start at 7 o'clock instead of 6:30, then you still get 40 minutes, but you don't get 70. If you start at 7:15, you only get 25 minutes, because at 7:40, it's either going to shut your exam down, or it's going to say, if you continue, you're going to be hit with a 20% penalty. Okay? So you have to get to class on time, and that's how that works. Now you might say, okay, Professor, what about these modules? So it's Windows 10 training. So I recommend you review the Windows 10 introduction to Windows 10. I also recommend you read through or go through the working with the Windows 10 desktop. File and folder management is more just Windows in general, so you might want to review it. Personalizing your work environment, you might want to review it. Microsoft Edge is a browser. A browser has nothing to do with an operating system, so you don't need to review that. I mean, I personally use Edge, but most people do not. So you can click it if you want to. And OS X, that's the Mac operating system. So instead of Windows, it's Mac, and Mac is Unix based. Okay, but that's also not in the exam. So it's up to you. It's good information, so it's probably worth reviewing. But the training unlocks on the 22nd. You get exactly 1 week for it. It'll be over the 28th, which is, let's go back up to this one, which is Monday night, okay? And at the very last minute of Monday night, meaning 11:59 p.m., and then the exam is the next day when class starts. All of my stuff at MindTap that you're going to be tested on, the assignments or the trainings, the projects, etc., they're available until 11:59 p.m. the day before the exam for whatever the topic is. So in this case, the Windows 10 exam is March the 1st, okay? Now, collapse all again. Now I'll go to the next topic. So Word is the next module in the class. Now Word, there's a lot more stuff, okay? So there's module 1. Well, let me first show you the exam, I guess. So with Word, there's 4 modules though, and these you need to go into every module. You're going to see that there's a required training for module 1, and that's going to have like 56 tasks. Another required training for module 2, that's going to have, I think, either 12 or 15 tasks. Another required training for module 3, that one's going to have like 43 or 44 tasks. And then one last required training, it's going to have about 12 or 15 tasks, and makes it the total is 126. Okay, for Windows 10, just to compare, which you're going to be tested on again. This one here, operating systems, is based on this training. This one has 21 tasks, and there's an exam on those 21 tasks. So Windows 10 is very, very easy. So 21 versus here 126 tasks when you add these 4 different modules up. See, watch when I click now. Module 1, training. This one has 56 tasks, okay? And it's got an orange bubble. And a project, orange bubble. That means you must do them. Here, if you click here, it's like the ebook, okay? So if you want to click it, you can. Officially, you don't need to. I mean, you know, it's up to you, but you must do anything with the orange bubble. And the trainings are what my exams are based on, okay? So this Word final exam is based on all 4 modules of Word, all 4 trainings, in other words, okay? And each training, I also give a practice exam. So there's a module 1 practice exam, module 2 practice exam, but these are not graded, but for sure, they will help you on the exams. What you need to do for each exam is do all the trainings. You can write down notes. Like I said, with Windows 10, I allow you guys to use notes. But anyway, so that's that. Word module 3, same thing. There's a required training and a required project. The projects are the most important thing in terms of grades, other than your real exams. And my overview video talks about grades, but basically you have to do a bio post by the 17th, and I show you where that is in the overview video. And that's worth 2% of your final grade, 2%. Then there's the 5 computer concepts quizzes. They're worth a total of 5%. So 2 and 5 is 7% of your final grade are those things. Then there's 17 training activities, 1 in Windows 10, 4 in Word, 4 in Excel, 4 in Microsoft Access, and 4 in Microsoft PowerPoint. So 1 plus 4 plus 4 plus 4 plus 4 is 17, okay? Those things, though, are worth a total of 15% of your class grade. So 2% for the bio, 5% for the 5 quizzes, and now 15 here. That's 22% of our class grade. That's still not much, okay? The 3 projects in Word, then there's 3 projects in Excel, and there's 3 projects in PowerPoint. There are no projects in Microsoft Access. So you have 9 total projects, but they are worth 28% of your class grade. So the trainings, the 5 quizzes, and the bio post combined are 22%. Just 9 projects are worth 28%. So 28 and 22 is 50. And then you have 5 exams. The Windows 10 exam, then the Word exam, then we go to Excel, and Excel is the same as Word. There's 4 modules. If you click module 1, you'll see there's training and projects. And by the way, I said Word had 126 tasks. I think I said that. So Windows 10, I told you, had 21. If you multiply 21 by 6, ironically, you get 126, meaning Windows 10 has only 1/6 of the things you're going to be potentially tested on from Microsoft Word. And then Excel has 135 tasks in 4 modules. So even more tasks than Word, okay? And again, 4 trainings, 4 projects, now 3 projects, sorry, 4 practice exams which are ungraded. And you also notice the unlock date, the due date. You're only getting, in this short class, you get basically 2 weeks for everything, okay? 2 weeks. 2 weeks, okay? There's Excel Module 3, again, a required training, required project. And then Module 4 in Word and in Excel and in PowerPoint, there's no projects. It's just training, okay? So training and always a practice exam, all right? Okay, so that's Excel. Then there's Access. Now, Access, we don't make you do projects. You only have to do required trainings. Again, though, there's 4. There's 4 modules, 4 required trainings. They don't unlock until March 29. They're due April 12. And then same thing, the orange bubble next to each training. Okay, Module 3 and Module 4. And each one also has a practice exam, which is ungraded. And then each module has an exam. So that exam is April 12. And then finally, you have PowerPoint. Let's collapse all again. Go back up here. PowerPoint is the last module. Again, modules 1, 2, 3, and 4. There's required projects just like Word and Excel. Okay. And these unlock April 12th, and they're due April 25th. And then your final exam is only on PowerPoint, and it's April 26th. Okay, that is my overview video on MindTap. Is it important? Yes. Is it required? Yes. When is it required? I'm saying, you know, that kind of, yeah, it's required to be paid for and used starting by the very last day in week 1 at the latest. But every one of these things is available. Well, in Computer Concepts, it's all available right now. Okay, it's available on the 15th, and it's due on the 28th. Okay, so 5 modules of quizzes. This video will be in my course videos by Professor Maloney link, and it'll be available to you guys anytime you want to watch it. All righty, all right. So let me go ahead and stop my recording and have a great day. I'll see you guys in class.